So the verse Allah Rabbul Izzah says, وَقَضَيْنَا إِلَى بَنِي إِسْرَائِيلَ فِي الْكِتَابِ, and we decreed upon the children of Israel in the book. And the book here is reference to the Torah. So we decreed upon them, and this decree isn't one that requires obedience. This is a decree of destiny, as in this is what will happen. إِلَى بَنِي إِسْرَائِيلَ فِي الْكِتَابِ لَتُفْسِدُنَّ فِي الْأَرْضِ مَرَّتَيْنِ وَلَتَعْلُنَّ عُلُوًّا كَبِيرًا, that twice you will rain mischief on earth, and you will reach mighty heights. So when Allah Rabbul Izzah says you will rain mischief and reach mighty heights, this means that this is not the ordinary mischief committed by normal man, because there is height associated with it. There is might and power associated with it. So from this you deduce that twice they will be given reign and authority on earth. And they will spread mischief in that reign. So before we go any further, let's go back to the beginning to find out who are the Banu Israel. These two kingdoms, these two times of authority. When will it happen and how will it end? And then where are they now and what is going on today? And finally, what will be the conclusion and the end of these reigns? So to start our story, we go back to the time of Noah in English. Noah, or Nuh alayhi salam, is called the second Adam, because after Adam alayhi salam, civilization built, population grew. Then at the time of Nuh, the floods came, and the floods drowned everything and everyone, and only those that were in the ship with Nuh alayhi salam survived. Yet from the people that embarked on the ship and on the voyage and on the safety with him, the rest of them were not able to have children. They were not able to procreate. Their progeny ended with them. And only the progeny of Nuh continued. So Allah Rabbul Izzah says, وَجَعَلْنَا ذُرِّيَّتَهُ هُمُ الْبَاقُونَ, and we made his progeny, as in the progeny of Nuh, the ones that lasted, procreated, survived. And Nuh had 4 sons, Yam, Ham, Sam, and Yafis. Yam is the one that drowned. You remember the story. His father tells him, come to the ship, come to safety. He said, I will climb up on a mountain instead. So he said, son, there is no safety from the punishment of Allah this day, except for in the ship. So the wave came and drowned him. So only Ham, Sam, and his last son Yafis survived. From Sam came the Arabs and the Hebrews, all of those who speak the Semitic languages. In Arabic they are referred to as Samiyun. So Sam produced as Samiyun, and they are the ones that speak Arabic or Hebrew or Aramaic or Syriac or Habasha. So these people and these nations all draw their lineage back to Sam, and as such are referred to as Semites. So amidst the Semites, there were those, amidst the children of Sam, there are those who ended up speaking Arabic. And amidst them are those who ended up speaking Syriac. And amidst them are those who spoke Hebrew. And amidst them are those who spoke Aramaic. Although these ones are smaller in comparison to the big languages of Arabic and so on, but all part of Semites. So they occupied the lands of Yemen, the Arab Peninsula, towards Egypt, Syria, Iraq, and so on. These were all Semites. But because they had grown vast in number, within the Semites, within Sam's offsprings, now there were sub-nations. So sub-nations spoke their own distinct languages. So amidst them are the Arabs and, as I said, Syriacs and so on. Now if you come to the Holy Lands, this is current day Palestine, and around it, which is Syria and Lebanon and parts of Jordan, a specific sub-tribe of the Semites used to live here. They were called Al-Kin'aniyun, in English, Canaanites. And the land was called Canaan or Canaan, as it is in the Bible. So this is these regions: Palestine, Jordan, Lebanon, Syria, what is known as the Levant. Above this, or on the other, slightly that way, is Iraq. There were Semites there too, but as I say, the tribes, the nations had grown bigger. They spoke a different language, Semitic, very closely related. So Arabic, Hebrew, Aramaic, they're sister languages. They have similar words, similar grammar, similar pronunciations. So they, at the end of the Euphrates, where Euphrates comes to join the Persian Gulf, there was an ancient city called Ur. Ur. Modern excavation has shown a thriving, massive civilization in Ur. And biblical scholars have concluded that this is where Abraham used to live. And when they excavated, and this is pretty recent, they found hundreds of little idols. They're little gods that they used to worship. And then they found these three massive idols. And these three massive idols, one was dedicated to the stars, and the other one to the sun, and the other one to the moon. And of the miracles of the Qur'an is that when it talks about the story of Abraham, it mentions these verses: فَلَمَّا جَنَّ عَلَيْهِ اللَّيْلُ رَأَى كَوْكَبًا قَالَ هَذَا رَبِّي. As Abraham is living with his people, debating and arguing with them, the Qur'an mentions that Abraham, night fell on him and he saw the stars. And addressing the God of the stars, as in the idol that they had dedicated to the stars and the people that were there worshipping it, he said, almost in theater, that this is my God. And then when the stars disappeared, he verbalized that my God cannot be part-time, showing them that you're in error. The stars cannot be gods because they're here parts of the time and not here parts of the time. And then again he addresses the God of the moon, and again the matter of the sun. These details are missing in the Bible, but it is the miracle of the Qur'an that it captures it, and then a scientific miracle these days that they have excavated it. So in this city lived Ibrahim.